calls Han Solo a bitch.
Bring him on. I prefer a straight fight to all this sneaking around.
I don't know where you get your delusions, laser brain.
Oh, come on, bro. It's the wars.
After a nice mix of travel, vacations, technical difficulties, we're back. This is The Wars and More. I'm Joe, and of course with me is my good buddy Doug. Hey Doug, how you doing, man?
Okay. You know, I like how you put technical difficulties into a nice mix.
Did I say a nice mix?
Yeah.
I thought I just said after a mix of...
Well, maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't nice.
I don't know. It was not nice. The technical difficulties were not nice.
Yeah, that was a bit painful.
Yes.
It was very disheartening after vacation, you know, travel, stuff like that.
Right.
Come back and it's like, oh, our shit don't work.
Exactly. That's that is the part that just makes me want to break stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
But,
It's like, oh, I just got done relaxing,
yes.
enjoying myself,
Yeah.
and my stuff's broke.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part that kills me. It's like, okay, well.
So yes,
Yeah.
if I said a nice mix, apologies.
Yeah, hey, you know.
But
The vacation
either way,
part
it
was
was
good.
a mix.
Yeah, it was a mix.
I mean, technical difficulties aside, I mean, I'm still like struggling to get back to like normal. Like, it's the biggest time zone jump I've ever had
Oh, yeah, totally.
going to Europe. It's still dragging.
Yeah. You were a little late for Celebration, I gotta say. That's...
I know, right? You know what? Now having that experience under my belt, maybe I'll go to Europe for a celebration.
Right.
Then go back to Germany, especially. 'Cause,
Okay,
man, I had a great time in Germany.
that's good.
Beer, man.
Yes, I think
It's all about the
we all know you like your beer. That's good.
beer.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm really, really upset now that I've gone to Germany and I didn't go to Celebration to get my beer stein. Because that was the Celebration Germany
Oh,
thing, was the beer
yeah.
stein with Vader's castle on it.
I see. Yeah.
It's like
Huh.
missed opportunities.
Yep. What do you do?
But yeah, we're back. Yeah, I'll say this. I would assume after the hiatus we were a combination of voluntarily and forced into taking.
Right.
You think there'd be more news?
Oh, you would think, yeah. But no.
This is one of those situations where they're really taking advantage of the time in between releases.
Taking
And
advantage?
maybe not wanting to draw attention to Star Wars because it's like, oh, they're looking at Star Wars.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
looking at our hotel that's closing.
Right. Yes.
Even though we kind of want them to look at the hotel that's closing because we're trying to sell off all the crap from it.
Yeah.
It's available now over at Shop Disney. Is all the Galactic Star Cruiser merchandise.
Of course it is.
Which, I gotta say, is a bunch of costumes.
Oh, is it?
It's a lot of what they're showing.
Huh.
So it's come to Galactic Star Cruiser and buy stuff to cosplay while you're here.
Right.
Because you can't bring your own costumes.
That's funny. Because I don't know. I really feel bad for everyone, who like they spent the money to go stay at this place, and if you're gonna get some of the stuff that was exclusive to staying at Star Cruiser, you might have considered yourself in this exclusive club of people who have been and could purchase some things. Now, everyone gets one if they want, whatever that may be, you know.
Oh, actually, it might be a little late to the party on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Looks like the special offers on that stuff is gone.
Sold out, huh?
Oh, I doubt that.
Oh,
It's just not on the special offers anymore.
oh, I see.
Oh, no, maybe they sold out. Yeah, it might be sold out. So don't go there. Don't listen to me.
Well, I mean, for me, this is just kind of one of those things where it's like, how do I put this? I think they were just a little too ambitious with what they thought, you know, Star Wars fans were going to be able to do here. You know, we're going to shell out several grand to stay a couple nights in a hotel and then more money to purchase things exclusive to staying there. You know, I just,
Right.
Some people could do it. Awesome. Do it. It's just not the sort of thing that, you know, the everyday person can just do.
Yeah, they didn't consider the every fan, you know. Like,
Right.
So yeah, maybe all sold out. Which I guess cool.
Yeah. Hey. Wasn't me.
Yeah. That's what happens when we have to take a break and
Yes. Well.
come back and say, oh, we got this story. Oh, no, we don't. We'll see how much of that goes on.
Right.
No, I think that's the only one we're gonna have that issue for. But yeah, I mean, it's what it is. It's closing. Had to get rid of merchandise. You know, I'm sure everything that's sold right there is on the secondary market now,
Right.
because that's what we do.
That's what Star Wars people do. Absolutely.
So, all right. Something that is available right now, and when we talk about this, you'll be able to go over and find it and check it out. So, at least bring myself up to batting 500 here.
Right.
So Disney Gallery. Disney Gallery's back. The Making of The Mandalorian Season 3. Haven't got a chance to check it out yet. It's coming out actually today as we're recording this.
Excellent.
So something to look forward to. Maybe something we could fit into our next one because next week we're going on vacation again.
Yeah. Yes, we are. But yeah, I always look forward to these because you know I like getting the insight to kind of behind the scenes. You know how the show was done, what they were thinking about when they did this or that. Now I will say that I don't think any have been quite as good as the season 1 gallery,
Well,
but you know,
the season 1 was your reveal of like the volume and
yeah, but
all the interesting stuff they were doing to adapt for Star Wars on TV.
right,
And then seeing things like, oh, they're bringing in 501st members as extras because it's TV. You can't just like call in 100 actors, you know?
right,
So I think that's what the first gallery's magic was all about. Everything was so fresh and new. Whereas with the subsequent ones, you're seeing all that stuff again, but you're getting smaller aha moments or way cool moments.
Right.
I think the next best thing to season 1's was the Luke Skywalker one, right? Like,
Yes. That was a big one, I will say. And that, they did a season 2 gallery, just one episode, and then did the Luke Skywalker reveal thing on its own. So,
right.
That goes to show right there just how important that was, and rightfully so.
Right, but I think comparatively speaking, like you said, that still didn't have the same impact as the first season gallery.
True.
That first one was because it had all that, like, oh, Star Wars is still breaking ground kind of feel to it, right?
Oh, totally.
So kind of felt like when you're watching the behind the scenes or not really behind the scenes, but these documentaries that came out for the original trilogy, and then the behind the scenes stuff that they did for the prequel trilogy.
Right.
You're kind of getting the curtain pulled back on the magic, right?
Yes, that's the kind of stuff that has always kept us fans like going in between, So I do like that
that's
they
where
keep
that
going.
That light and magic really shines.
Right.
Like, that's a good show. Like, if you haven't checked that, this is I think where Disney Plus is at its best. That's going to be a thing that's, I think, kind of unique to Star Wars fans. That's where we kind of differ from other franchises, I think, is we really dig this behind the scenes stuff, this pull the veil back.
Right.
So that's where light and magic and gallery and all this, that's the stuff that I think Disney Plus is really shining with, is getting those kind of things out there, especially in the age where we're not dealing with physical copies of stuff as much.
Right.
So you're not getting a bonus features disc.
Yeah. True. You're reminding me, though, of even back in the day when, the internet was we'll just say young, and there might be a little featurette they did online or something. You had to start up your 56 game modem and have it. You wait 2.5 hours to see that 27-second clip. Yeah, that sort of stuff.
Oh man, that was big. I remember waiting hours to download a song.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, why are you bringing up bad memories?
Yeah, it's okay. But Star Wars has always been kind of like, in the forefront of all that kind of stuff. They're in the forefront of their filmmaking, TV show, all that. And
I don't think there's another franchise where the creatives like Star Wars fans do.
Oh no, I mean that that definitely.
Like, who's the Doug Chang over at Marvel? Like,
yeah, I couldn't tell you, honestly.
Who's the Matt Wood?
Right.
Probably Matt Wood.
It's possible. Yes.
But this is the kind of stuff that, like, you don't see elsewhere. You don't know the behind the scenes creatives, and it's different with Star Wars.
Yep.
And I think for Star Wars fans, Disney Plus is doing a great job with this. These bonus features, these you release a season of a show and you have a behind the scenes that comes and follows it. This is stuff we eat up.
Oh, absolutely.
For some reason we like looking behind what we love knowing what they did to capture our imagination.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's Light and Magic. It's appropriate, right? The title, because it's kind of like how you look at it at first, and then there's still even wonder there after you know how it was done, right?
Oh, they could have doubled the runtime of that show.
Oh, totally.
And really kind of shown a little bit more. Because I mean, I could have watched this guy move this thing a fraction of an inch on this big table that he was crawling under and coming up through on Hoth,
Yes.
I could have watched that for an hour.
And that's the other beauty part of this is you finally get a real true understanding of all the work and effort put in to make these films by all these dedicated people. It's like, my God, I could not imagine doing that sort of thing into the wee hours of the morning just to get the shot done, so that,
So that George stops being pissed off.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of it, but I mean, there's also a dedication to the craft there.
Dedication to the craft, a passion for what they're doing.
Yep.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that one was wild. Light and Magic. Seriously, go check it out.
Right.
And I got to check out Gallery. Like, I want to see the stuff they did to make these aerial Mandalorian battles.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see what they did for the Mythosaur.
Right.
I think particularly that, because I almost feel like there was some sort of practical stuff done for that shot.
Really?
I don't know, something about it.
Huh. Interesting. It's an interesting thought, because I got to be honest, I didn't think that, but not that I think it's the other way around. It's just that I didn't give it thought.
I mean, if it's all CGI, I mean, they did a lot of cool stuff with that. Then just it was just the movements, right? The way it turns.
Gotcha.
Like it's definitely sweetened. It's definitely sweetened.
Right.
But that motion just felt a little, I don't know. Could be wrong.
I get what you're saying.
But yeah, I want to see.
Well, we'll have our chance.
And I'm not a I want to see practical effects kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I mean,
I just want to see what looks the best.
Exactly.
If a practical effect looks better than a CGI shot, do that.
Right.
If the CGI shot is going to be better, do that.
Yep.
I just want whatever's going to work best.
Whatever propels the story along the best. Absolutely.
Yep. I don't need to see rubber masks like it's 1977 again just because that's the way you used to do it.
Right.
No, screw that. But, all right. Oh, where's a good segue here? Where's good? All right. Well, guess we'll just do this. Get this out of the way. So Michael Shannon.
Yeah.
So Michael Shannon rejected doing Star Wars. I didn't know he was offered something in Star Wars.
Nor did I. Yeah.
He said he rejected a role in Star Wars. Which probably means his agent said, "Hey, I see a listing for this," and he said, "No, I don't want to do it."
Yeah. It's funny you bring that up, that he says he rejected, because, usually, when you listen to a lot of, people talking about their auditions for Star Wars, they don't know that it's Star Wars when they first audition for it,
Right.
Yeah, he's kind of talking like he was approached, "Hey, we have this role. It's written around you," that sort of thing. It's like, I'm not so sure about that, but
Yeah, and I'm sure Disney, the owners of Marvel, they were really headhunting the guy over at DC.
right. Yeah.
I don't see it. I mean, if they would have said, Chris Hemsworth rejected a role in Star Wars.
Yeah.
That makes sense. He's already in the system,
Exactly.
and, if you're already in the Disney ecosystem, the idea that they would actually offer you a role makes more sense.
Way more sense.
Like, I don't know, he rejected a role. Maybe he rejected the idea of being in Star Wars, because that's what this interview sounds like.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, he said he doesn't ever want to get stuck in a franchise after talking about his role in The Flash as General Zod, which he played in Man of Steel. But
Weird. Yeah. I don't know.
yeah, he said he doesn't find franchises interesting and he doesn't want to perpetuate them. Okay.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I like he says, I don't want to perpetuate them. Like, are they not going to perpetuate if you don't take part?
Right. I don't understand.
I am doing my part
The more
to
I
stop franchise films.
Exactly. The more I think about this, the more this sounds just like sounds to me like somebody who's bitter he wasn't offered a Star Wars role.
Right. Because there's this other thing. He's like, if I'm making something, I want there to be some kind of purpose to it. Because making money is not good enough.
Right. Exactly.
I don't want to make mindless entertainment. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go over here. This is something I didn't do. Let's do this in real time.
So I like how you said that, though. Making money isn't good enough. Well, acting is a job, and you need to make money doing it. And if you're really good at it, you make lots of money doing it. Yeah. And that should be good enough.
I'm just going over to IMDb here. Wait a second. Why isn't IMDb coming up?
Huh. You
There.
broke it.
It's trying to foil my plan here.
Yes.
Because he doesn't want to make mindless entertainment. So let's see what Michael Shannon has done.
Oh, excellent.
Do.
Huh.
Oh, he was in Knives Out, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I don't remember him.
Fahrenheit 451. I'm just looking for one that really screams.
Gotcha.
Oh, I forgot he made an appearance in Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. So that's 3 movies in the same franchise that he did.
Oh, man. Here he goes, breaking his own rules.
Machine Gun Preacher sounds like a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like looking at it. He was an 8 Mile. Oh, who was he? in 8 Mile?
Eminem? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Again, saw that movie. Don't remember him in that movie, but
Like, this is a guy, like, okay. The reason why I'm doing this is because this, like, I don't want to make mindless entertainment. It's got to have a purpose. It's got to
Right.
do this. I expected to go on here and see this guy did a bunch of Shakespeare stuff that, like, no one saw. You know, like, something like that.
right, or documentaries on oppressed civilizations or something.
He was in Groundhog Day.
Oh, there you go. There's nothing mindless
Totally
about
meaningful shit.
that. Yes.
Kangaroo Jack. Sounds serious. Oh, yeah. I forgot he was in that. He was in Bad Boys too.
There you have it.
He was in Vanilla Sky.
Yeah. Well, I think we're probably closer to the truth than
Yeah, sounds bitter.
yeah, exactly.
Boardwalk Empire. Yeah, a lot of the stuff I didn't. You know what? There is a definite change here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In the type of roles.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, if that's a choice that he made, and at a certain point in his life, he's like, okay, this is the type of thing I want to do.
Oh, he
now.
did a podcast series.
Okay.
All right. So he obviously isn't that serious about being taken seriously.
Oh, wait. What are you talking about? What are you trying to say about podcasters?
Oh, I'm just saying.
What? What are you saying, Joe?
It was just a self-deprecating dig.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah,
I only want to do serious stuff.
Yeah.
You did a podcast, dude.
nobody takes us seriously.
This undermines everything you're saying.
Right. Look at us. Nothing serious about us.
That's factual.
Exactly.
It's factual. We're just two guys talking about Star Wars.
Right.
There's no deep insinuations there. No, just like talking about Star Wars.
Right.
And I'm totally up for doing franchise films. I'm just saying. I'll suck at it, but I'll do it.
Yeah, go for it.
But yeah, I mean, I just thought it was weird. Rejected a Star Wars roles. Like,
Yeah.
who were you offered to play? Like,
Right, exactly. That's what I'd be curious to know. Because, until I kind of see it, I'm not buying it, but, whatever, dude.
good on you, bro.
Right.
You do you. Yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm looking through this. I just don't see anything that's like really standing out.
Right.
Knives Out, like, it's the biggest thing he did, other than, I guess he was in Waco.
Okay.
Which I guess that's his role, right? Like,
I guess. I don't know.
I guess it depends on what he did, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, whatever.
Right.
Let me look one more time. Does he say he's more of a Star Trek fan anyway? These guys love doing that at the end of those.
Oh,
articles.
that'd be amazing. Yeah.
Because then we can bag on him. No, he doesn't say that.
Okay. At least he's got that going for him.
Yep, got that going for him. Didn't finish with like, I was always more of a Star Trek fan. As if you have to be exclusive. Or...
Right. Yeah.
Thought J.J. Abrams knocked down that wall.
Well. Yeah. Sure.
He knocked down something.
Yes, he did.
All right. So apparently, and you got this one here, Doug. Apparently, there's been a shift in the movie release schedule. You know, that super active movie release schedule.
Right. Well, you know how Disney likes to plan out their release dates very carefully. I mean, they don't want to release God, what was it? It was a Mary Poppins or something like that. It had to move or whatever when Star Wars was coming out and all that. I forget, but they're very careful about what they release when, and all of their, super secret planning has just been thwarted by the writer's strike. So, at least according to this article. But the big deal for us is, and this has touched the Avatar movies coming out and Marvel movies that are going to be coming out. There's all kinds of movies that are affected by this, but the big ones we want to make note of are the Star Wars ones. So, there was supposed to be a Star Wars film scheduled for a December 19th, 2025 release. That is moving to May 22nd, 2026. So, with that being said, the next release after that will be December 18th, 2026. With a third set for a December 17th release in 2027. So what that does, though, is that puts 2 Star Wars films released in the same year.
I don't think the same year is the problem, but 7 months apart.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's, this is, we've alluded to this having a negative impact on particular Star Wars film.
You're gonna say so?
Huh?
You can say Solo.
I don't want to, but I'm just curious. I
would venture to say that they're not going to do that again. They just didn't ship that other date.
So you don't think it's actually going to release in December of 2026?
No, because I don't think Disney's going to want to step on their own stuff. Like, if you have a May release, your ramp up for the other one has to start while the other one's still in theaters. I don't think they'll do that again.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at. I mean, and when I talk about the Disney release schedules, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, I'm only touching on the Star Wars stuff, but we're talking. There's a Moana, Deadpool, Avatar.
Avatar is going to be the one that's
Avatar.
They're going to dance.
Let's let's see. There's also a Captain America,
It's around that.
Thunderbolts, Blade, Fantastic Four, Avengers. I mean, there's lots of big, like, tentpole stuff that they're wanting to release, and they want to time the schedules out, quote unquote, perfectly for release, to where you're not going to burn out the movie going public. I just thought it was kind of close together. These dates tend to be kind of firm, if all this holds true. And really, with the strike still going on, who knows? This stuff might have to get pushed back further if that's what it's going to take,
Well, if it's truly because of the strike, I mean.
Yeah, I know. That's
all
that's
tentative anyway.
But all these dates are, they have to balance them so that stuff gets released in the perfectly staggered manner, I guess you could say. It's it's a lot of stuff. I just thought it was kind of weird that, having two Star Wars movies come out so close together again would be on the docket. It's just kind of strange.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I just don't. I don't see them doing that again. Just because of what happened the first time. I mean, granted, it's further apart than the other ones.
Yeah, but I don't even understand why they would release this date then. I mean, if they're not going to do it,
is this an official release though?
As far as I can tell, from Variety. So
it's pretty close to.
Huh?
Pretty close to official.
Right. So, it's. And again, the strike's still going on. So all of this could change again. It's just, I just thought it was so strange that having Solo as kind of hindsight looking at Solo, we're going to do this again, and we don't know what movies necessarily they're going to,
I'll say this: if you're going to do it again, you can't make the same mistake promotion-wise that you did with the other one. Like, they were almost scared to promote Solo. At least it felt that way.
Yeah.
All through what should have been the Solo promotion time, you're still seeing Last Jedi stuff.
Right.
So,
and I will say that it's only rumor. There's no substance to this whatsoever. So, but it's an interesting thought. Is that one of these movies is going to be the quote unquote culmination movie of the Filoni Favreau verse. This movie probably helmed by Dave Filoni. And then the next one, whichever order they come in, would be the Daisy Ridley movie.
Well, that then makes me wonder, are we looking at a theatrical release for this Dave Filoni movie, or is this going to be a Disney Plus thing?
I think it's going to be a theatrical release. That's what this schedule is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theater releases. So, and I think that's kind of what they were shooting for with this. They've said it from the very beginning. There's going to be this big culmination of all these different shows coming together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, with that, you kind of have a built-in audience for that. Everyone who's stuck with The Mandalorian and, Ahsoka's coming out, all that stuff. They're invested, and they're going to want to go see this thing and see how it all comes together.
Right.
And then, you're going to have, I guess what would essentially amount to an episode 10 with Daisy Ridley. You're looking at something completely different at that point, going back to, feature-length film characters we know. So,
right. Well, that's a timeline to keep an eye on.
Yeah, for sure.
I have my doubts, but they'll stick to. I think Solo. I think that put a bad taste in her mouth.
Sure.
I don't see him doing it.
But why would they even put these dates out then? If they're
because it's tentative and
has nobody looked at that and went, man, these are kind of close together. Remember what happened last time? I mean, that's my thing. It's like they wouldn't even toy with that if they were that concerned.
Yeah, but are they that concerned? Because I mean, they gave us a lot of dates before and still ain't seen those. So
yeah, I know. Not firm dates though.
We saw roundabout dates though. We got years.
Yeah, we got years.
Those are coming.
These are release dates. So, these are where they have movies slated to launch. So,
yeah, I wonder, like this far out though, I wonder how many of those, when they're first put on the schedule, actually make those. So that's the other thing.
Well, I don't know. Time will tell. We shall see.
You're talking 25, right?
No, 2026 now.
2026. Yeah, so you're talking 26. These are tentative dates. They're not putting anything. It's not concrete. Not this far.
I don't know.
They just wrote some shit down and said, hey, put that out.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, they wrote a lot of stuff down here. Just saying. It's
was the only thing they're allowed to write.
Yeah, well.
So it's for the illusion of, hey, stuff's still happening, even though nothing's happening. Because we're not allowed to do anything.
That's funny. Yeah, well, there's nothing going on, so let's just get in the boardroom, sit down.
Well, that's the other thing dates. I would point out, though. Hard dates this far out is unusual.
Unusual for us to know about. But, I mean, these are, I don't know, these are out there. There's like, it's like.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just pointing out the fact that it's unusual to have hard dates this far out. So I think it's just a strategy of like, hey, look, we're serious this time. We're putting some dates out there. I think they're tentative at best.
Huh.
They got this strike that's beyond their control.
Right.
And people like us are lighting them up because they keep saying stuff's going to happen, but it doesn't happen.
Well, yeah, there is that. I mean,
so putting some dates out there, that might actually make it feel more real.
That's primarily of Star Wars, though. I got to tell you, there are far more dates in the other franchises being moved around here. You know, I mean,
well, I think those were actual dates.
Oh, so the Star Wars ones are just the ones that they're making up.
Yes.
I gotcha. Okay. I see your point a little better now. Okay. That kind of makes sense.
The other ones aren't suffering from the same kind of announcement fatigue that Star Wars is suffering from.
Right.
How many Marvel projects are getting canceled?
None that I'm aware of.
I mean, I think there's been a few, but it's very, very slim.
Right.
Star Wars, you're talking about like big
All of them.
films that they were announcing with big directors. Like, I mean, you're putting all kinds of. They were putting promo stuff out. Patty Jenkins was recording promo shit.
Right.
So, like, this is. I can't help but think there's a little bit of damage control.
Yeah, but
Kind of like, hey, look, we're serious. We're actually going to put it on the schedule.
if this is what they're doing for damage control, it's the wrong thing.
Well,
You know,
is it though?
Yeah, because if this is something that they're going to put out there and it's just going to change again, it's just going to be another letdown. You need to.
I mean, it's going to change again.
You need to. Just don't talk about it.
Let's put it
Actually,
this way.
put
Let's
something
put it
into
this way.
production.
If just one of those makes the ballpark of what they put out, though, just one makes the ballpark. It doesn't make the hard date, but it makes it somewhere around there. That's fine. That ain't gonna cause no heartburn. Because like this announcement, that's gonna, like, if you say May right now for your announcement, May whatever,
Yeah,
and it
26.
comes out in April, May, or June, ain't no one gonna give a crap.
See, this is where I think they will give a crap, because what I'm looking at here is we have Avengers: The Kang Dynasty is supposed to release on May 1st, 2026. Okay. Well, we have a May 22nd, 2026 Star Wars movie supposed to be coming out. They don't want them to really, it's like 1 week after another, you know. These dates are.
All right, here's another thing. And this is something I have no real idea in what I'm saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Just because finance isn't my thing, all right?
Sure.
But here you have a company in Disney that is getting pummeled right now by their investors
Yes.
because Disney is doing crap at the box office.
It's true.
All their releases right now are getting just rocked. They're underperforming, and that's putting it lightly.
Yeah.
Okay? This is something that's not only something to at least put in front of fans and say, hey, look, we're doing something, but they're also putting it in front of investors.
Okay.
Now, if you put it in that context, that they're putting this in front of investors, does a ballpark sound better when you say it like that?
I
Like,
see
are
what you're saying.
investors going to care if it's 100% hard date or it moves a little bit?
Right. I see what you're saying. I the thing is, if you're, man,
Like, if you're getting pummeled and then like, hey, look at our schedule, we got Star Wars on it. Does that look better?
I guess, but again, you're just stringing people along then, you know?
Well, I mean, what else are you going to do? You're getting pummeled.
Yeah.
You can't say, well, I give up.
Yes. Bob Iger will never be able to retire.
So I just saying, I think they're putting dates, but I think that's premature,
Well,
personally.
we'll see. I just, if there is any notion of this, you know, 2 Star Wars movies being released, let's just say within inside of this same 12 months, you know, from one to the other, it'd be interesting to see how they go over this time, you know, because
Yeah.
it might, in hindsight, years down the road, it might give us a little more insight as to what the true differences were and why one might do good and one might not, looking at the performance of Solo. But who knows? I just thought that was weird.
Yeah, it's definitely strange, and to put hard dates on it, that's just weird to me. I mean, Indiana Jones didn't get a real date till like 3 months ago, so I'm just saying. It's just unusual to see a day attached to it this far out.
Well, I do know that they don't want to, like I said, they don't want to release like one of these Avenger movies and a Star Wars movie on the same day. I mean, that's going to be the way they look at that, the way the investors would look at that is that's cutting into how much we can make off of each of those, You want each one of them to have a big opening weekend.
I get that. Definitely do. But like I said, it's the day. It's the being down to the day.
Well,
that I'm like, I don't believe you. Because I mean, think back to The Force Awakens, right?
Oh yeah.
The first trailer comes out. What's it say? What was the date when you saw the first trailer?
That was May. Right?
Nope.
What?
Came out in December, didn't it?
It did come out in December.
And what did the first trailer say? 90% certain you saw the first trailer and it said Holiday 2015.
Holiday?
Pretty sure it said Holiday 2015.
Oh.
So like around Christmas.
Okay, so I don't understand. Because it was around Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
But they didn't give a day.
Oh.
These ones you're telling me, they got it to the day.
Well, so, okay. What? Well, yeah. These all have dates attached to them. I don't know. They all have dates. They want to have some sort of separation between them all. So they want to have, days attached. But yeah, what I was getting at was I remember J.J. Abrams pushing back The Force Awakens 6 months because he was not going to be ready in May. But anyway, yeah. That I remember happening.
Right.
But something
I could be wrong on the maybe the first trailer had a date in it. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
For some reason I thought it said holiday, like the first teaser.
It may have. But something else you're not going to believe as a this is rumor anyway. But Bespin Bulletin says Daisy Ridley led Star Wars new Jedi Order movie to begin filming in April of 2024. So I would assume that is also going to be dependent on this writer strike and how that goes. But
yeah, I think it's already delayed.
Yeah.
Unless they're crossing the picket line here and they're writing right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got a feeling that would be if everything is going right. And it's clearly not.
April, 10 months?
Right.
10 months. Yeah, 10 months. If you ain't got a script, at least like a draft right now.
Right.
Yeah, this ain't happening.
Let's see.
Unless they have something from pre-writer strike.
Yeah, you would have to, really.
Do you, though?
I would think so. I mean, unless you're writing, I don't know. You just wouldn't want to cram it all together, you know? It's like, yeah.
I'm just saying, they announced a lot of movies. Pretty sure you don't get to creative differences when you're filming. I'm pretty sure that happens during the writing process.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't believe it.
Yeah. It's probably not going to happen, to be honest. So,
If it does, yeah, this has been in the works for a minute.
yeah, I would think so.
All right. One final thing.
Yeah.
And this is another nothing burger. But we'll say it anyway, just because I've said time and time again that headlines really, really irritate me.
Right.
Because I see this Ahsoka star, Rosario Dawson, addresses Hayden Christensen rumors.
Ooh, okay.
So then you go down to it, and she says, let's see. It's definitely one of those things that would be super cool if he was. But I'm just really grateful that we're in the same universe. Okay. Now, apparently, addressing rumors has changed.
Right.
Because you can say, oh, that'd be cool. They addressed the rumor. What?
Exactly. That's
Now-
hilarious.
Now, I guess let's look at this through the current Star Wars lens. It'd be super cool if he was. That might mean he's in it.
Right.
I guess the only way we can confirm that is we need to look around and see if Hayden Christensen has said that he has not been asked, but if he was, he would do it.
Right. Exactly.
If he said that,
Yeah.
he's in.
He's in. Yeah. That's it.
He's in. That is the telltale right now for, yeah, I'm in Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to. Yeah.
Yeah, no one's approached me.
You know who he's good friends with?
The guy who invented that line,
Exactly.
Ewan McGregor.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to do it if they ever asked. Yeah, it'd be great.
Then he comes out, oh yeah, it's been really hard to keep this quiet for the last 6 years.
Yeah, right.
What? You've been lying to us for 6 years?
Oh, yeah. Too funny.
So, yeah. I just thought it was funny. Address the rumors. Oh, that'd be cool. What?
Yeah. That's pretty much it.
So, this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're trying to parse through.
Yeah, this is, that's what we're always dealing with, isn't it?
So, all right. There's a couple more things we wanted to get to, but we'll save that for next time. We still got some time before Ahsoka comes.
Right.
That's going to be our big moment. We'll be able to really pump this stuff out, have good content. But right now we're in a lull. Like it's just there's not much going on.
Yes.
So got a couple things that we'll talk about when we reconvene next, which is actually going to be in 2 weeks' time, right?
Yeah, we'll try to make that happen.
It's something like that. We're both going
Something
on
like
vacation
that.
again.
Yes.
So we're definitely missing next week. and then we'll see. You know, like we'll see if our equipment wants to cooperate again,
Right.
all that good stuff. But yeah, this time we're throwing it out there in advance. We're actually taking a little break
Yes.
and hopefully reconvening in a couple weeks here. If you have anything we missed, anything like that, you can always email us, show@thewordsmore.com. It's the best way to get a hold of us. We're also on social media, at The Words of More on Twitter, facebook.com/thewordsofmore. You can find all that and all the ways to find the show over at thewordsofmore.com. Any final thoughts for this week, Doug?
No, I think we've covered it all.
All right. We'll talk again in a few weeks.